Politics is about interests, and for politicians, is always about interest. It will be always about their interest. I see some Kenyans are shocked that Gideon Moi and William Ruto are now together, that Gideon Moi and Ruto made a deal. It is not shocking. I am not shocked. I am not shocked because it was bound to happen, and more people are going to join Ruto. Let me prepare you for what is going to happen. More politicians will join Ruto. Some of the politicians we have right now in the opposition, in the united opposition, will join Ruto. And this is a fact. I am so certain that some of the politicians we have in the united opposition are going to join President William Ruto. And they will do so because for politicians, it will be always about their interest. I feel so bad. I feel so bad when I see young people saying that we should try Rigathi Gachagua. When I see young people say that maybe Kalonzo is good. When I see people saying that no, Raila Odinga should be in the ballot in the 2027 elections, what are you guys eating? Why are you guys so confused? No politician will be there to take care of your interest. If given a chance, politicians can even betray Jesus. So we must now understand the state of our nation, where we are as Kenyans and what we want as Kenyans. Forget about politicians. Forget about saying that it is only Rigathi Gachagua that can defeat Ruto. No. The dynasties are coming together to protect what they think is theirs, to protect their businesses, to protect their wealth. They are coming together for these reasons. And we can always, Kenyans can always, or Kenyans can defeat Ruto. It is possible for Kenyans to defeat Ruto if you decide that you are coming together to protect your interest. How many politicians do you have in the country? Less than 1,000. Like the active elected politicians we have right now. I think it is the National Assembly has 350 something plus less than 500. So it cannot be our future is always determined by 2 or 3 people. Let's end this. We must end this. And now I'm seeing why Lawyer Miguna as always insists that only street revolution is the only thing, is the only way to get these people out. Miguna has been singing about this, but we've been ignoring all this, believing that we can take this regime down through the ballot. I am afraid that I am now seeing that it is going to be a very hard task. It is going to be a very difficult task. Not unless you are so ready for it. Not unless you are so ready for you guys to go hard on these politicians. And I am talking about massive campaigns. I am talking about massive registration. And I am talking about guarding or protecting your votes. Remember, we are going into an election with a man who is ready to spend. A man who is ready to give out money. It doesn't care how much he is giving out. But for him, the end justifies the means. We are facing a man who has no limits. This is what we should always have in our mind. that we are going to face in an election against a man who is ready for anything, regardless. So if you are not massively registering registering as voters, then you can as well forget about getting this regime out. Because the only way to get them out is when we have a margin of 3 million votes, 4 million votes. Make it difficult for them to steal. Frustrate all the loopholes. Make it difficult for them. It is not an easy thing. It has never been easy. But if you are not ignoring, if you are all ignoring the fact that these politicians can wake up one day and form a coalition, then you don't know what our politics is. Our politics is brutal, full of betrayals. We've seen it. It has been happening. It has been happening. Not unless you're not so keen into our politics. But this is something that has been happening. And Ruto is telling you, is sending you a message. Ruto is telling you that I am ready to face you. I am so ready for you guys. This is a message that Ruto is trying to send out. It's not that, because you see, even Gideon Moi has no massive following, sincerely speaking. But William Ruto is a man who knows how to play his politics well. Is a man who knows how to play his cards well. So he's trying to create that perception that the Kalenjin region is locked, which is not the case. But we are falling for these theatrics. We are falling for his plays. I see the kind of conversation on social media today, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Wakenya tunakuaga tumesoma, Wakenya we understand things, Wakenya we are so, when it comes to other matters we are so top there. But when it comes to politics is where we lose our senses. We don't want to think, we don't want to scrutinize, we don't want to analyze. I feel so bad. I feel so bad. Be prepared. Forget about Rigathi Gachagua this, forget about Matiang'i that, forget about all these politicians, Kina Martha Karua, Kina Kalonzo Musyoka. Like someone saying that we should try Rigathi Gachagua. In your own thinking, what is Rigathi Gachagua going to do for us? If you have to be sincere, let's be sincere at least for once. Let's at least be open to one another. What can Rigathi Gachagua do to us that you feel it is going to change and move this country forward? And don't tell me that Rigathi Gachagua has never been a president, so you cannot predict that. All these people in the United Oppositions have held positions in this country. And we know them. We know now their characters. Let's not play naive. Let's not assume. I know the only problem that is also going to defeat us is our tribal, our love for tribalism. That we are so tribal. We are so afraid to let off tribalism in us. I don't know if you're so ready. I don't know. I feel like I see people saying that we as Kikuyus are not going to do this. We as Luos, we are going to back Ruto. We as Maasais, we are still being left. If you're not going to drop that, we are Luos, we are Luyas, we are Kalenjins, we are Maasais, we are Mijikenda. If you're not ready to drop this kind of conversation, these kind of narratives, I am telling you, you cannot defeat Ruto. You go tribal way, Ruto is winning it smoothly. Smoothly. The only thing that can defeat Ruto is when we put our problem first. And understand that if you are sick, and SHA is not working, it is us who are in trouble. That it is us who are struggling to afford school fees. It is us who are struggling to get jobs. It is us who are just doing hand to mouth. It is us whose our salary is not enough for us. It is us. Let our problem be the determinant of whom we are going to elect in 2027. Not our tribes, our problems. A Kenya in Mandera is struggling to get medicines from hospital. It is the same case with a Kenyan from Turkana. It is the same case with a Kenyan from Nakuru. So these are the factors that should tell us that we are going in this election to change this. We are going into this election because we are so tired of a failed system. This should be the guideline. This should be what should motivate us to vote. But if our tribes are the ones to motivate us to vote, then we are lost. I am not telling you that we should wait for the IBC to... No way. I'm not even asking you that we should guide, we should protect our votes. No. If it is your tribe that is guiding you on whom you are going to vote in the 27 polls, then forget about it. Because it will be the same system. There is no way you are going to defeat Ruto while you are talking about tribalism. There is no way you are going to succeed. This one I am so sure of. So politicians will always be about themselves. For politicians, you don't matter. You only matter when it needs you. Next year you'll start seeing them back in our villages trying to pretend like they are working. They've been in parliament. How many bills that is citizens friendly bills have they passed in parliament? How many? They don't. They will always be used that National Assembly to protect their interests, but not our interests. So Kenyans, if we are truly ready for a change, forget about our tribal talks. It is not helping. It is helping none. It is only helping these politicians. I feel like crying. I am so emotional because I am seeing Kenyans being naive. Kenyans don't want to learn. Kenyans don't want to learn from their mistakes. Kenyans don't... I am so emotional because I am seeing you people making the same mistakes you made in 2022. I am seeing you guys falling for these theatrics. I am seeing you guys going where you came from. Let for once use our education at least. We didn't go to school to behave like people who don't know what they want, what they are doing. I am so disturbed by how you guys are behaving, by the kind of conversation you are putting up, by the way you are talking. I am so disturbed by it. You either change or perish. That is the option that we have right now. To defeat this man, we have to change. We have to forget about where you come from. Let your problem you are currently facing. You are a student struggling with fees. That should be the factor to tell you whom to vote in 2027 election. You are a parent struggling. That should be the factor to tell you that I need to change something. But if you have to go about Wakikuyus wanachukia Wajaluo, sijui Wakikuyus are the ones spreading about Raila being sick, then we are lost. We are lost. That is it for me for now. Thanks for watching. This is Sophia Live.